What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm headed to the gym again. So like I said, I was going to carry on these gym ride type vlogs, I guess you could say. It's a wonderful 86-degree Kansas day. It's blue sky, and it's actually kind of cool for being 86. It's just hot in the vehicle, and the house is kind of warming up. But anyways, this video is more or less about your primary backup gun to your your concealed carry. And I carry two different primary firearms. If I'm going to go light, I carry a Kel Tec PF9, and if I'm going to go heavy, I guess you could say, I'm going to carry a Glock 19. Now, why the Glock 19 compared to the Kel Tec PF9? Well, I could go ahead and buy a Glock 26, which my brother-in-law owns two. I mean, more or less, we kind of share all our firearms within my family. My father-in-law was a big collector, and so we have multiple firearms to be able to go out and shoot and carry and stuff. But I pretty much just leave those, with him and his possession, which I could take I could take whenever I wanted, really. But my theory really is that if I'm going to carry the gun, I'm going to go buy the gun. So I don't have the money to buy the Glock 26 that I want to buy, so I just go ahead and carry the PF9. Now, I've also had people ask me why I carry the PF9 when there's more suitable options out there for, minimal carry. Now the Glock 43, the Glock 42, and 380. And then you have, obviously the 26 and the Glock 27, which have 10 and 9 rounds. The big reason why I carry the PF9 is because I have no money into it, really. I had a Savage 17 HMR. I can't remember the model numbers anymore, but I got the model just before the year that the AccuTrigger came out from Savage, and I liked the 17 HMR. But mind you, I bought this gun well before the ammo and the firearm crisis happened a couple of years ago. And 22, you can buy a dime a dozen. It was so cheap at the time that 22 was obviously your rimfire choice. And I bought the 17 HMR to go coyote hunting. And so when I bought that 17 HMR, I had bought 2 or 3 boxes of ammo at a gun show for cheap. I think I was like $6 or $7 a box, which I'm like, if it's $6 or $7 a box, that's not, that's comparable to like, 223 or, high dollar 223 round or a box of rounds or whatever it be. So it was 50 rounds for $6 or $7. Well, that was a seller at a gun show who happened to just go ahead and was getting rid of a 17 HMR, and he just wanted to sell it for cheap. Because I bought like 1,000 rounds of 9mm from the same guy for $150. Mind you, this is like 2010 that I bought this. And so I got the firearm home, the 17, and I shot it. God, probably 1,000 rounds to the thing. I mean, I loved the gun itself. Well, then it come 2012, and the ammo firearm crisis happened, and the 17 HMR kind of disappeared off Walmart shelves, which I was able to buy, very commonly. And so after that happened, I couldn't find it anymore, and when I did, it was like $13, $14, $15 a box. And I was like, man, I can't afford to do that anymore. And then all of a sudden, that's when 22 jumped up there. You can't find 22 anymore, so I'm like, I can't find 22 long rifle. I can't find 17. I want to sell the 17. Well, I ended up having a friend who had this Kel Tec PF9, which he was gonna try to sell it at a gun show and go from there. And I'm like, dude, I'll just trade you straight across. And he's like, okay. And now his theory was that he's going to trade me the rifle for the pistol and be able to, it'd be an easy seller, or which it would have. It really did. And he sold it right off. I was with him when he did it. But the big thing is that the Kel Tec was a more suitable option for me because I had, 5,000 or 6,000 rounds of 9mm at the time, and I wanted to carry at the time. I already had my Glock 19, but I wanted to go ahead and carry the PF9 for concealed. because I really wasn't in shape to carry the 19 at the time. And so anyways, I sold it. I traded him to 17 for the PF9. That's why I got possession of it now, and it became a truck gun. And then over the last year or so, I've been losing weight, and so my carrying of the Glock 19 was just becoming much easier because of my body shape. And the PF9 is just more of like a pocket carry now. But now, I tell you, in like 2012, December, I think is when I bought it. I kind of catalog all my firearms when I buy them or whatever. And I bought a Taurus PT22. Now, the Taurus PT22 is kind of like the Beretta Bearcat, which came in 22 and 25 ACP. I was looking at the PT25, which is a 25 ACP originally, and then I was like, I can't buy that odd stuff when I can't find the ammo. And so I went ahead and bought the PT22 for just like a backup gun in one of my bug out bags. And it had like the imitation pearl grips, and then it had a blued barrel and frame. Now, fast forward about 8 months, I had this gun, I had oiled it, and I had put it in my bug out bag, which was in a cool, dark room, in a closet, and I pulled the firearm out, and it was rusted. I was like, what the hell is this? It's oiled, and you can still feel the oil on it, but the rust, there was just rust in the metal, and so I got so pissed off, I just went ahead and freaking bead blasted it. Actually, no, I sandblasted it. I used to have a media blaster, and so I did that. And I went ahead and got some Krylon and painted the frame and the slide like a coyote or khaki tan or something like that. Well, fast forward another year, put it back in the gun and never touched it again. I let it dry, cure completely. Fast forward another year, I look at it, and it's, the rust is coming through that paint. And so, since that paint's kind of going bad, I went ahead and stripped it off. I just now finished it. I went ahead and stripped it. I did a bluing removal and completely got it down to bare metal. And I literally just about 2 hours ago finished polishing the mirror, or the slide and the barrel into a mirror finish, which I will do a video on itself of the PT22. So be looking for that. I didn't do it was kind of a spur of the moment type thing, and so that's my backup to the backup, I guess you could say. So if I feel like I'm gonna go into somewhere heavy and I don't have, because I only have, you know, a couple of concealed carry firearms, you know, that are small and reasonable to carry concealed, I might take that firearm with me. I know it's only 22, so don't get me on that, but it's like a backup. I'll carry it into the field when I'm hunting and stuff, for, you know, snakes or if, you know, rabbit season's here, and stuff during deer season. So just a little fun gun. I went ahead and polished to a mirror finish on the barrel and slide, and so that's kind of rundown with like what I've been carrying, and I plan on carrying. So be looking for that PT22 video. It's a great video, or a great gun. I haven't made the video yet, but I will. But anyways, I'm once again about 2 blocks away from the gym, and ready to get my workout on. See you later. Be safe, carry on.